You're seeing it presented at this low clearance price, and you're saving almost $60 today. So this is, I think, a really cool ring. So what you have is an Australian opal triplet. So opal is known to be a very soft stone. And you do have to be very particular in caring for an opal, unless you have a triplet like we've done here. So it's almost like a protective setting. So you have a piece of clear glass on top, and then on the bottom, and you can't see it here, underneath there's a black glass base. So it's fully protected. Here you're seeing the screen on the inside. So it's just very simple. You can see that the profile of this ring also simple, but what you do have is a textured border. It's almost like a rope border, and it wraps around several times to create the pedestal for your opal triplet. The rope detail also continues along the shank, which does taper, but it's a textured shank, almost like a little fishtail braid, and all done in sterling silver. So from a distance, it almost looks like you have some stones set in there, but it's actually the texture of the metal, of the sterling silver, and a nice metal presence that you have with this ring. And then on top of that, the color pattern of the Australian opal. Australian opal is a coveted opal. That's one of the souvenirs. If you ever have the chance to visit Australia, they tell you take home some opal with you. It's just a beautiful souvenir. So if you don't have any plans, you don't have a trip to Australia on the itinerary anytime soon, well, let's bring Australia to you with this opal ring. Each one will be different. Each one will be unique because you're going to get a different color play and pattern in the ring because it's a genuine and natural stone. So no two will be exactly alike. So your stone might be a little bit deeper and feature more blues or more greens, more flashes of pink, more flashes of golden yellow, which I think is fun. It's kind of a little bit of a surprise when it arrives to you. Almost like a grab bag. I mean, look at the color. It almost seems unreal when you look at that on Annie's hand. All those beautiful colors and the way that the stone just plays with the light. And you're bringing it home for $58.32, or with Easy Pay, that's less than $10 a month on your credit card or your Q card. This is a great everyday ring. Like, this could be a good little signature ring for you because it's a low profile, it's not in the way, it's not too flashy. It's just that bright white metal, and sterling silver is the most reflective of all the precious metals. Sterling silver is a bright white metal that plays nicely with others, and this is a ring that you're wearing into the office. You're wearing it on the weekends. Maybe this is the ring that you live with. This is your signature ring. Maybe this is your right hand ring. But if you are looking for some opal, which I'm telling you, I'm warning you, I'm giving you the heads up right now, you're going to be seeing more and more opal in the jewelry world as we move ahead. I like the texturing. That attention to detail just makes the ring seem even more expensive. Nobody would think that you paid $58.32 for a sterling silver ring. You could pay that much for a sterling silver ring and it not even have a gemstone like this Australian opal. And I'm not even going to move it. Look at the colors that you see here. It's almost like a confetti swirl. Blues, pinks, greens, yellows. So this ring, this Australian opal, that's why it's so coveted, because it is such a unique stone. A bezel setting, which lends to a more contemporary feel. Whenever you see a bezel setting, that means no prong. That it's a very clean setting, and that's what we see in very modern or contemporary pieces. So your ring doesn't look dated. It looks very clean and current. And the silver plays as much of a role as the opal in this ring, which is nice. Sometimes with gemstone intensive pieces, it's really about the stone and the metal is kind of secondary. It's just there for function. Well, here it's part of the design. It's adding and enhancing that Australian opal. It's creating a beautiful frame for the stone. And this is a ring, like I said, it feels comfortable to wear. It's not in the way. So this might be the ring that you just put on. It's always on the bedside table, on the little ring stand, or in the bedside jewelry box because you wear it that often. It's that go-to ring for you. J326463 is your item number. Sizes 5 through 10 are what we have available. And you're saving close to $60 with this purchase. This is the only other opal piece in the show, so we won't see any more opal for our 2 hours. But we are going to take a look at a fun piece. Yeah, and he's wearing our Disney mini pendant. And this available at a reduced